What's going on? Salute to everybody out there, man. Um, Gauch Merlot in the building. D from Boston in the building. Andrew Anderson. Nevermore. DJ Catfish. Uncle Matt in the building. What's cracking? What's crackling? What's crack-a-lacking? We got a lot going on, man. Yo, it's crazy. It's bananas. It's bananas out here. I mean, the world is getting there, but 2020 was a motherfucker, boy. I don't know if you can listen. If we can top, if they can top 2020, 2020 was a motherfucker, boy. Stephanie McCoy. "2020 was a mother bleeper." Yeah. Right now, I even 2021 was bananas. 2022 was bananas. 2023 was bananas. It really didn't cool off till 2024. And then that was an election year, so it was crazy on that front. But yeah, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Shout out to S Freak, man. S Freak in the building. Damn, man. Um, yeah, we in here. We in here. Support that channel. You can sponsor the show, man. Sponsor the show, man. Sponsor tonight's show, guys. You can sponsor tonight's show, man. It's up to you. We want to get some. We want some real support out here, man. Some support. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's too late for UK and Aussies, though, man. It's too late for them, man. It's too late. They waited too long. They should have done this a few years ago. This is just for history, so history can be like, hey, they put up a fight. They're done. Australia and UK, they're done. They don't have. They can't fix it. They can't fix it. I just don't. I don't think Australia and UK can fix their problems. I think their problems are too. They allowed it to get too deep. But of course, anything's possible. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, man. We looking for 10 people to share this on social media tonight. We can get 10 people to share this stream on social media tonight, man. That'll be wonderful, man. 10 people to share this on social media tonight. Tonight. Yeah, Canada's cooked too. Canada's cooked. Um, only thing Canada, they're right here next to us. So it's like they can get some energy from us to do what they need to do. Everyone hit that like button, man. Sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. All you got to do is hit the Cash App and the Super Chat if you want to support the show. Um, Couch below, you're in Saskatchewan? Yikes. He said his hope we can separate soon and become Americans. Yeah, man. I don't know what happened with Canada, but yeah, Canada's in deep trouble, man. They're in deep, 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 deep trouble. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, man. Just salute, could we have a recommended reading list from you sometime? I don't read as much as I should, but yeah, I got some books that I have read. I can give you, I can give you guys some books. I have to think about it. I have to think about it. Salute to Tim Mahoney sharing this on social media. Is that Gouches in Oregon? Okay. Yeah. Mm. Thomas Sowell's Black Rednecks and White Lives. Yeah, we did a video on that. We covered that book before on this channel. We covered that book on this channel before. Shout out to Jason Castine. Jason Castine is in the building. We are live and direct, man. Let me I'm gonna have to go to the side for this show. This episode, I'm gonna have to get the full screen, man. We're asking something for a reading list. Yeah, that's crazy. You asking the Sun Man for a reading list. That is crazy, though. That's crazy.
Thanks so much to you both. Right now, it is a party in Brooklyn as Juve begins. I mean, officially begins, but you know, the unofficial party has been going on for hours, and it's all ahead of the New York Crew.
She fine. That woman fine. That woman is fine. She couldn't look at me like that. She couldn't look at me like that. I'd be like, oh, Lord, Jesus Christ. Don't look at me like that, girl. Don't you dare look at me like that. Don't you dare look at me like that. What is wrong with you? Jason Castine, man, salute to you, man. Salute, man. Becoming a member, man. That's big. That's the step. That's a step in the right direction. Think about joining the Patreon.
Thanks so much to you both. Right now, it is a party in Brooklyn as Juve begins. I mean, officially begins, but you know, the unofficial party has been going on for hours, and it's all ahead of the New York Caribbean Carnival Parade.
Yeah, security is a big concern for city officials, so the NYPD will be out in force doing whatever they can to keep everyone safe. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate joins us live in Prospect Heights. Oh, you got people around you already.
Phil, who do you have? Look at the outfits.
Great costume.
Take a look at these outfits. I mean, Shirley and Pedro, we're just 30 minutes away from the Juve celebrations, and these women are just showing off their costumes for us this morning. And this is just a bit of the taste of what we're going to see all morning long. That's Shamika right there that you're taking a look at. She told me it took her a couple of days to get this outfit together, but I think it's safe to say that it all paid off. And the Juve celebrations will be taking place here on Flatbush Avenue. It's definitely going to be a great time for many. Of course, the NYPD wants to make sure that all of these beautiful people stay safe this morning. Again, Juve is French for daybreak, and this kicks off in just 30 minutes. Now, right now, we just passed one of the access points that's opened a little over 2 hours ago, and this is just one of the 13 entry points along Empire and Nostrand Avenue. Now, all spectators will have to be screened with hand.
Big old dumpy butt, man.
Have to be screened with handheld metal detectors. NYPD personnel will be checking them before entering any viewing areas. Now, the West Indian American Day Parade steps off from Lincoln Terrace Park right after Juve. This is around 11 a.m. this morning and marches west on Eastern Parkway. And then there will be a presentation in front of the Brooklyn Museum. Now, important to note, there'll be street closures along the route that begin in just 30 minutes, and they'll expand at 10:30. Now, for folks we spoke with overnight, they're just happy to have a good time safely. Let's take a listen.
Right now, we're just here to have fun and go home safe.
If you're not feeling safe, you're not feeling right. All right? So safety is the number one priority.
Everybody coming together, unifying, having fun, enjoying the festivities. This is the culture. So I'm happy that everybody gets to view it and see it in such a bright light.
And
this is the culture. Okay, fine. I'm not going to shit on their culture. This is the culture. Fine. But they always try to act like their culture is better than other people's culture. This is just a bunch of niggas banging drums and bopping around like fucking chimpanzees and shit.
A bright light.
And right now, you're taking a live look at just some of these beautiful costumes. Trinidad flag. Look at that flag that she's waving so beautifully there. Oh, man, there's nothing quite like it. This is Caribbean heritage full on display. Right now, I'm just enjoying a moment here with Shamika. I mean, Shamika, just tell me, what does it mean for you just to be out here? You were here at 6 o'clock, 5:30 this morning to take in all of this fun. Just tell me what this means for you.
This means a lot to me. Enjoying my culture, enjoying my friends, enjoying the people, just enjoying the festivities.
And to think that this is just the kickoff this morning, because there's a whole lot more that's on the way. I mean, this is just a New York City treasured event that's going to kick off at 11 a.m. this morning. And to think that nearly 1 million people will come out to the stretch on Eastern Parkway to soak up every bit of the food, the sounds, the bright colors, is definitely a wonderful time. And Shirley, I'm placing bets for next year. I know you like to cook. So next year, you got to be out here tasting some rice and peas and jerk chicken. I'm just saying,
man,
right?
Come out, enjoy.
I could smell it already, Shamika and the gang. You guys look amazing. I love the colors, just representing our people. I love
it. It started off good, man. I mean, this weekend started off good. I mean, we knew what was going to happen, but it appears to have started off good, man. Good vibes, good people. Hervé.
Love it, love it, Phil.
We like to eat too.
And you know, you could bring some jerk chicken.
Heather, I mean,
you could bring some to the studio, Phil.
I could bring some jerk chicken. I could do that this year, but next year, Charlene, I'm telling you, you're gonna be out here with your Guyanese flag. Just know that I have my Bajan flag in my back pocket. Okay, don't play no games now. We might be on the clock, but we will be celebrating culture.
We're gonna be jumping
display,
and waving together, and he'll have his Dominican flag.
I'm trying to come out there too. I don't know why I'm not being involved.
He's involved too.
All right,
come on, Pedro. Come on.
Oh, right.
New York City's most anticipated events bringing millions out in Brooklyn today. They're still out there. Yeah. We're talking about the New York Carnival Parade.
Yeah, the party goes on. The sights and sounds of Caribbean culture lining Eastern Parkway for the main event. Our Pix 11's James Ford joining us live from Crown Heights with more. And James, we saw you in that party-like atmosphere all day.
Yeah, it's been great. It's just been fantastic. And look, let's point this out. Throughout the Caribbean, various countries have their own carnivals, and they're all phenomenal. But what happens is they all come together for this one, making it the largest in the hemisphere, at least in the continent. Let's point that out. It's the largest on the continent, and check this out. This is some of what is still going on. We still have a couple hours left in this parade. You can see all the people. There's a lot of crowd control, and there is just a lot of everything. And the bottom line is it is a celebration for everyone who comes out.
The sights, the sounds, and the smells. Millions filled the streets around Eastern Parkway for the 58th annual New York Carnival Parade, celebrating from the kickoff point at Utica Avenue in Crown Heights to its culmination at Grand Army Plaza in Prospect Heights.
We are the biggest in New York City. We have the most diverse and the melting pot of every Caribbean island. So Trinidad, Jamaica, St. Vincent, Grenada, every island you could think about is right here in New York City.
As one of the city's most iconic gatherings, the Carnival Parade brings together a dazzling display of costumes, floats, musicians, and dancers. The route lined with vibrancy and enthusiasm, unmatched by most events.
I love it. I love the music. I love the people, everything.
This year's theme, Vive le Carnaval, or Long Live the Carnival, a mantra resonating with Brooklyn's massive West Indian American or Caribbean population.
Blessed today is a day where all Caribbean islands come together with peace and love.
We enjoying the Labor Day parade today. We have a lot of food on the menu. We have oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken.
We partying, we turn up, you know what I mean? Labor Day weekend, we come to have a good time with all the cultures, and we just gonna have fun.
The day beginning with an annual breakfast of dignitaries and political leaders.
Everyone's come together to lift up the Caribbean American community here in Brooklyn, across the city, and throughout the nation.
Bronx DA Darcel Clark echoing that sentiment that this event goes far beyond the borders of Brooklyn.
Having the second largest Caribbean community in the city, I'm always happy here to represent the Bronx.
And all of the 5 boroughs, by the way, plenty of folks represented here. Usually it's about 2 million people that come out to the parade. But remember, this is a festival lasting days. Over the course of it, we're talking about 4.5 million people participating, having a great time, and boosting this economy. It's estimated about $330 million ends up getting pumped into just the Brooklyn economy alone as a result of all this. And we'll talk further about that.
And good evening to you. At 6 o'clock, I'm Liz Cho. Bill is off tonight. The 58th annual New York Carnival Parade made its way through Brooklyn today. More than 1 million people came out to celebrate, and it is considered the largest Caribbean cultural festival in the country. Security.
That's nothing to brag about, having the largest amount of fucking Caribbeans in your city. That means your city's violent. So security, we talked about it yesterday. 2,500 officers just for this celebration of blackness. 2,500 officers were here. 2,500 officers here. Make sure you support the channel. Please support the channel. Please hit the Cash App, the PayPal. Please support the channel. We don't ask for much. We just ask for the $5 challenge. We're not asking for much, man. We're asking for some support to support the channel, support what we're doing here. That's what we're asking for. Salute to everybody watching on Kick, everybody watching on Twitter. This is
always a top concern during this parade. The event has a history of violence. Last year, a gunman shot into the crowd along the parade route and injured 5 people.
Last year, there was a mass shooting. We talked about this yesterday. We said 2,500 officers. That's a lot of friggin' officers just for one parade. Apparently, it did not stop anything. Apparently, this thing was a disaster today. We're going to get into that in a minute.
It has a history of violence. Last year, a gunman shot into the crowd along the parade route and injured 5 people. This year, the NYPD kept a very close eye on the event, and celebrations, for the most part, have been peaceful. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang is along the parade route with the very latest. Lucy.
Well, Liz, you couldn't ask for a better day to get into a costume and dance along Eastern Parkway. The weather certainly smiled on celebrators. The costumes were on fire, brilliant, bedazzled, bold. The music loud and louder. And of course, the food. No lack of flavor for those wanting a taste from home. The 58th annual New York Carnival transformed Brooklyn into a slice of the Caribbean today, and for many, it was worth the long drive.
We live upstate New York. We drove 2 hours to get here. Yes.
What's it been like?
Awesome. Just the vibes of the Caribbean, the people, the food, the music.
Those are exactly the reviews the city wants to hear. The NYPD made it clear before all the pageantry began, they were going to beef up patrols today to prevent a repeat of the fatal shooting last year. Plenty of uniforms on the ground. And
they were going to ramp up patrols to make sure. They ramped up patrols, man. 2,500 officers assigned to this one parade.
Prevent a repeat of the fatal shooting last year. Plenty of uniforms on the ground and eyes in the sky to make sure the 2-mile stretch of Island Pride does not turn into a crime scene.
We like to celebrate life, to enjoy the party, the food, everything about the country.
It's beautiful, it's colorful, it's all love. I'm wearing a faldan skirt and a pollera top. I have my bow here and my crown.
Well, we're at the end of the parade route here at the Grand Army Plaza. It was mostly a peaceful day, although right now police are responding to reports of a man shot in the leg.
Mostly a peaceful day.
Well, we're at the end of the parade route here at the Grand Army Plaza. It was mostly a peaceful day, although right now police are responding to reports of a man shot in the leg. We will be monitoring the situation all night. For now, we're live in Brooklyn. I'm Lucy Yang for Channel 7 Eyewitness.
Whoa. salute to everyone. Shout out to my man, Bag of Donuts, man. Bag of Donuts in the building, man. Jeez. Shout out to you, Bag of Donuts. Jesus Christ. Wow. Let's get into what's been what's happened on what's happening at the parade. What's really happening, what they're trying to hide from us.
Oh, he knows them? That's the owner for the wine shop that we went to yesterday, the black owned wine shop. Two girls. They're 26 and 24. These got ownership. And Ridgewood. They have like a little baby mixture there. They went. I'm like, bro, they're driving.
Wow. Wow. This is crazy, man. The only people covering the violence are independent. We may have to go to X to get the real story. We may have to go to X to get the real story. I'm not saying that they're hiding it, but they haven't covered it. Nobody's really covering what happened. What's happening in the streets. Salute, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel heavy. Let's see. This one right here.
Everybody turn down. Everybody turn down.
Jeez. That's their culture. Mom Donnie was down there. Mom Donnie was down there.
He go right.
Mayoral candidate, whatever his name is, Husseini Mandani. Johan.
Hicks, he go wine. Conrad, he go wine. Fox, he go wine. New York one, he go wine. Come on, come on, come on. NBC, he go wine. Fox News, and your brother Scott. Fox News, and your brother Scott. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So everybody say, who are we? Everybody say, who are we? Everybody say.
I see why somebody shot. Somebody should have shot him after that dance, man. Somebody should have shot Mom Donnie after that dance. All right. Salute, man.
Strawberry watermelon for Instagram. Mango punch, DC potions, holla at me. Instagram.
Oh man, some fresh some beverages, man. Some beverages, man. A person was shot in the leg on Eastern Parkway, Crown Heights, Utica Avenue during the West Indian Day Parade. This is a Crip neighborhood. A lot of Crips over here.
Oh, he knows them? That's the owner for the wine shop that we went to yesterday, the black owned wine shop. The two girls. They're 26 and 24. These got ownership. And Ridgewood. They have like a little baby mixed with
Wow. Such a chaotic environment, man. So chaotic. So chaotic. So chaotic down here, man. Another year, another shooting at the West Indian Day Parade. every single year. Time to stop giving the organizers a permit. End the violence associated with this group. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
I'm not going to lie. It's Labor Day weekend. Can y'all please not shoot nobody at Juve so I can enjoy my time? I'm inviting the gal to Juve and they scared to get shot. We trying to catch wines, not catch nines. We not trying to catch hollow points, nothing. We just trying to bust up a wine. Y'all trying to bust up a gun. What's wrong with you? Y'all think about catching a body. I'm thinking about catching a wine.
Police continue investigation after person was shot at West Indian Day Parade, while more police are calling for backup of large crowd and fight along the route. Wow. There's not a lot of news on mainstream news about it. You would think there would be mainstream news about this, but not a lot, man. Not a lot. Most of it's on social media. Most of it is on social media. This is a huge story. This is why some people get over. This should be a huge story. This should be the biggest story in the country for at least a few hours. All these people getting shot at the West Indian Day Parade. That should be a huge story for a few hours. I mean, I know there's a lot going on in this country, but damn. Are we literally acting as if we're literally acting as if this is normal? Which, I mean, to a degree, it is normal. To a degree, it is normal. To a degree, it's normal. Let's see this. Oh no, that's another. I'm trying to see the news. The news is not covering this incident. They're not covering it. Let me see. Let me put that in there. Indiana. West Indian Parade. Yeah, this is good that this happened. Like, all the cities are starting to act up. All the people that were bragging about crime down, they got to realize that, look, crime is not down. Crime is more in pockets in some places. Crime is not down. Crime is not down anywhere. You see this all over the country. They're not even covering this. They're not even covering the shooting. They're not even covering these shootings. That's crazy. They're not even covering these shootings in New York. That is absolutely crazy. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. I'm trying to find anything about the shootings on the news, man. Oh man. Wow. Wow. This is a complete blackout. This is a blackout from the mainstream news about these shootings at Jules Verne. This is a blackout, a media blackout. Support the channel, guys. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. Well, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, there's no reporting on this, on the violence that took place. None. Nothing. Wow, this is crazy. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anywhere. Okay, here we go. Is this okay? I see. We can talk about the violence in other areas. We're going to get back to the West Indian Parade. We're gonna cover some of the violence all across the country right quick. And then we want to see if we can find some reporting about the West Indian Parade. We do know there were 4 separate incidents. 6 people were shot and a man was slashed. So there was 4 separate incidents, 6 people shot and a man slashed at the West Indian Parade in New York. We haven't gotten any reporting on it officially, just the internet. Salute to Eric Asman. He says, I'm going to Oktoberfest later this month with 95% white, super safe. Yeah. Could you imagine Oktoberfest with blacks getting drunk? They be fighting like if y'all let blacks take off with Oktoberfest, I don't feel bad for you. Y'all supposed to you gliders supposed to have a firm hand right now, man. Y'all supposed to take a firm stance on everything right now. This is the time you take a firm stance on everything, Gladys. But I don't think you guys have the will to do that.
A violent night in the district comes as we enter week 4 of President Trump's federal takeover to tackle crime in the city. Police tell us 3 people are suffering from gunshot wounds from 2 separate shootings in D.C. and in Prince George's County, another shooting now being investigated as a homicide. Right now, we've got team coverage of all of this. Our Christian Flores is tracking the latest in Prince George's County. We'll hear from him in just a bit, but first, we'll begin with Liana Golden, who has been following both D.C. shootings since news broke. Liana is finding out how neighborhood leaders plan to encounter that violence when the federal presence eventually scales back on city streets.
Well, I'm in the Brentwood neighborhood here in Northeast DC, and it's unclear if this shooting happened at a rec center just down the road or here on 14th Street. Police are actively searching for whoever is behind this crime and another across the river in Southeast DC. ATF agents and their canine partners spotted going door to door in this Northeast DC neighborhood Monday evening. Across the street, the Brentwood Rec Center, a place usually meant for peace or play. But instead, police say a man was shot around 4 p.m. with no suspects in sight.
It's an unfortunate situation tonight.
About 20 minutes away in Southeast, 7 News spoke one-on-one with newly re-elected councilmember Trayon White at the scene of a second shooting. Police say 2 women were struck, but should be okay. White tells us the gunfire followed an argument that may have involved juveniles.
It's supposed to be a safe space and place for youth and our kids to play at this playground with the basketball court.
It's a very clear solution.
I spoke with a longtime community activist dedicated to fighting gun violence in D.C. He doesn't believe putting National Guardsmen and women on the streets is the answer, so I asked him what he thinks is.
You invest in communities, and you actually have accountability and heightened upstream. And so what that means is put more dollars into violence intervention programs,
More dollars.
into victim services.
More dollars in the violence intervention. That's what this is all about. More dollars.
So I asked him what he thinks is.
You invest in communities, and you actually have accountability and heightened upstream. And so what that means is put more dollars into violence intervention programs, into victim services, into law enforcement, but specifically on crime gun intelligence and different efforts that can help close homicides.
And so far, the White House says more than 1,500 arrests have been made since this federal surge began, with 151 illegal guns seized from the streets. We're still waiting for more information from police as to what happened here tonight. If you have any information, you're asked to call detectives right away. In Northeast D.C., I'm Liana Golden, 7 News.
So at least D.C. is admitting they have a problem.
Liana, thank you. And happening now, Prince George's County Police are on the scene of a homicide in Suitland. That's right across the D.C. border. Christian Flores is in the 2400 block of Darrell Drive right now. Christian, what are you seeing out there?
Prince George's County police officers and detectives have this large portion of this apartment complex parking lot taped off for this investigation. And we have seen people who say they're family members get closer, even hearing crying. It's very emotional out here. Officials on scene are only saying officers were called to the scene around 6:30 p.m. and one person has died. A source confirms this is being investigated as a homicide. We are asking if detectives are able to say what exactly happened, but we are being told it is too early in the investigation. And 7 News is on your side. We will continue pushing police officials for answers, including what exactly happened, what led up to this homicide investigation. As soon as we get more information, we'll be sure to keep you updated. In Suitland, Christian Flores, 7 News.
Thank you. Prince George's County Police say they've arrested a man who was accused of leaving improvised explosive devices in mailboxes at Capitol Heights Fire Station. We first showed you this video of the suspect just last week.
Now today, 7 News spoke with both the fire department and the...
Who is this Jive Turkey, man? He about to get 1,000 years, man. He don't even know what the fuck he's doing. This Jive Turkey, man. This is a Jive Turkey, man. You old Jive Turkey. Salute, man. Make sure you support the channel. Support the channel, man. Support the channel. Support the channel.
The father of the suspect. And Tom Rousey joins us live from Capitol Heights. Tom, fire officials calling this arrest a relief.
Yeah, Scott, I am told by fire officials, the firefighters who work here, they have enough to worry about in their daily job without worrying about incendiary devices. Now, surveillance video caught the suspect in this case, allegedly leaving them near that flagpole and in this area over here as well outside the fire station. Tonight, that suspect is under arrest. Last week, 7 News aired video of a suspect who police say had been leaving unlit Molotov cocktail-like devices at Fire Station 805 in Capitol Heights several times over more than 3 months. Less than 72 hours after the video first aired, the man police believe is in that video was in custody. On-duty firefighters spotted him across the street Saturday morning.
We alerted on-duty Prince George's County Police patrol officers, and they were able to take the suspect into custody without incident.
36-year-old Slater Chaya of Capitol Heights is facing 7 felony charges, and those are just related to an incident August 13th. The investigation is ongoing, and we're told more charges are possible. Even though none of the devices exploded or caused a fire, Prince George's County Fire and EMS Chief Deputy B.J. Harris says there was a lot of concern someone could have gotten hurt, and he says this shows the difficulties modern-day firefighters face.
It's challenging work. It's tough work without facing threats of violence against them.
One big question, why was Slater Chaya allegedly doing this?
The motive in this case remains unclear.
He has been seeing some doctors.
7 News spoke with Chaiya's father, who says his son has experienced mental health issues. He's taken his son for treatment, but says when his son gets better, he is released only to eventually need help again. He hopes this time his son gets the help he needs.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Well, more than 1,000 people spent their Labor Day running through the streets of Washington in protest of the federal surge in the district. As Kelly Vaughn reports, demonstrators say they wanted to take their day off and use it for some good work.
Some ran, others walked.
Once they said take the day off and put it to good work, I knew it wasn't going to be no black folk out here. Press 1. Black folk ain't doing no shit on their day off. Fuck that. It's my day off, y'all. Leave me alone. All these white people coming out here to raise hell instead of celebrating. Salute to Pamela Henderson, man. Pamela Henderson coming through once again. Shout out to Pamela Henderson.
Chanting through Northwest DC.
I set my alarm extra early on this holiday weekend.
God, I hate liberals, man. They all got a look, too. It's like they got a look, a phenotype. It's crazy. Like this goofy bitch, she down here fucking protesting. Only like a miracle. What Trump's doing down there is a miracle. We're on a month with one body. And this bitch coming out here to protest that shit.
Just so I get out here and make my voice heard.
Christy Harlan is one of the hundreds who joined the DC Freedom Run, an event for those opposed to the federal surge.
I feel bad for the families of the National Guard members who've been deployed here to essentially be window dressing for this administration.
They say it can be hard to protest on work days, so they didn't want to miss this opportunity.
So Labor Day, now that we have a day off, what are we going to do? We're going to watch.
Many say their demonstration is even more poignant on Labor Day, a day celebrating American workers when so many in D.C. have lost federal jobs.
Firing folks left and right. Some of the damage that's being done is going to be irreparable whenever things come back.
While most are D.C. locals, Richard Hector is in town from Florida visiting his daughter.
I've been longtime friends with sort of what you might refer to as classic Republicans, classic conservatives, who used to espouse views like limited government and that's fiscal responsibility. I'm a progressive, but I still believed in those tenets. And so for me, it's about just getting back to that type of way of thinking.
Organizers say while this demonstration was focused on protesting the federal surge, they hope to make the DC Freedom Run an annual event.
Enjoying, the camaraderie with people who we may never see again, but we share the same values. That's inspirational.
Reporting in Northwest DC, Kelly Vaughn, WUSA 9.
Look at this crowd of fucking losers. Look at these losers. Look at these fucking losers. People are fucking losers.
First on the news at 11, we are now 21 days into the federal surge here in D.C. And tonight we're learning more about the growing federal presence on city streets and the impact it's having. Thank you for staying up with us. I'm Leslie Foster. Here are 3 things you need to know before you get some rest. First, we have brand new data on the task force on the streets of D.C. According to the National Guard, as of today, about 2,300 troops are supporting D.C. police in patrolling the city. Second, the federal surge may be spreading to other areas. President Trump posted today he believes Chicago could also use the National Guard support to help fight crime. And finally, the president gave a shout out to D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. He praised her cooperation and highlighted the decrease in crime across the district. But just hours after President Trump declared the district a crime-free zone, 3 people were shot in 2 separate incidents. Our Katie Lusso is here in the studio now with a closer look at the crime trends here. Katie, what are you finding?
Well, Leslie, DC crime data comparing this year to last year shows that violent crime is down 27% as of last Friday. But that same data had already shown crime was dropping before the federal surge. And it's the same data that the president previously called phony.
3 people shot across the district Monday. Around 4:15 Monday afternoon, DC police say a man was shot near 14th Street and Adams Street in Northeast. About an hour later, 2 women were shot near Mississippi Avenue and Stanton Road in Southeast. These shootings just hours after President Trump posted to Truth Social that Washington, D.C. is now a crime-free zone.
I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety.
It's been nearly a month since the president deployed federal troops and law enforcement across the district. Since then, the White House says nearly 1,600 people have been arrested and more than 160 guns taken off the streets.
These numbers prove the president's bold actions to make D.C. safe and beautiful again are working.
The president also posted that Mayor Bowser has, quote, become very popular because she worked with me and my great people in bringing crime down to virtually nothing in D.C. No response from the mayor yet, but Thursday she said this.
It has always been my focus on, we didn't ask for any federal officers. We're driving crime down. But while they're here, how can we most strategically use them to accelerate the work that MPD has done? So that's our point. The next point is, how do we exit from this emergency that the president declared?
And go back to murders again. You had 1 murder in 21 days. Why are they so? I don't understand the reticence. I mean, how they just want to get. They just want to go back to, like, you have 1 murder in 21 days. You'll have probably like 20 murders a month once the National Guard leaves. I don't understand why they. It's evil, man. It's evil. Salute to Lewis, man. He says, salute, Ak Nation. They always try to silence the truth. Yeah, man. They sure do, man. Make sure you support the channel, man. Don't let them silence this channel. Don't let them silence this channel. I don't think $5 is too much to ask for you guys to take the $5 challenge. I don't think it's too much, man. Let's go to Chicago, man. And then we're gonna check back in to see if they're reporting on all the shootings at the Caribbean Day Parade in New York, because
Well, closer to home now, expectations are continuing to grow that Chicago could be the next city to see National Guard troops on its streets. Today, the president used social media to suggest the guards needed in the nation's 3rd largest city to help eliminate crime. CBS's Torian Small reports for us tonight.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago.
At a Labor Day event, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson blasted the Trump administration's possible plans to send in the National Guard to the Windy City to help reduce violent crime.
We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago.
Before leaving the White House to play golf, President Trump posted on social media Monday praising the mayor of Washington, D.C., where he deployed National Guard troops and urged officials in Chicago and other cities to do the same. The Trump administration is also receiving new pushback in the wake of last week's shakeup at the CDC. Following the firing of CDC Director Susan Menarez and departure of several other top officials, 9 former directors and acting directors of the agency wrote an op-ed published in the New York Times Monday. The group of both Republicans and Democratic appointees raised concerns about Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s oversight of the department and the CDC. Writing, quote, "We are worried about the wide-ranging impact that all these decisions will have on America's health security." Adding, quote, "This is unacceptable and it should alarm every American regardless of political leanings.
They want to see Congress exercise its oversight authority over HHS, and that would include calling a hearing to interrogate Secretary Kennedy as to what is happening and why.
The CDC upheaval comes ahead of a meeting scheduled for later this month of the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, which makes recommendations to the CDC about vaccines. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
Joining us from Chicago.
Chicago. It ended up being 50 shot. 50 shot this weekend. It ended up, it's not over yet, but so far 50 shot in Chicago.
It's been a bloody weekend so far in Chicago with more than a dozen shootings in 48 hours.
Well, at least this brother looks upset about it, right? Press 1. At least this brother look upset about it. At least he looked down. At least he looks down. He doesn't. You should be downtrodden about what's going on here.
It's been a bloody weekend so far in Chicago with more than a dozen shootings in 48 hours.
WGN's Brona Tumblety joins us from 35th and Michigan with details. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Since Friday evening around 5 o'clock, there have been at least 21 shootings across the city, totaling about 36 victims, at least 5 of whom have died.
A series of shootings in the last 48 hours have left.
And look, this is a nightmare scenario for Brandon Johnson. This is the last thing he wanted to happen.
Some new details now on a violent Labor Day weekend in the city of Chicago. Since Friday night, 54 people have been shot, 7 people killed.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare for Brandon Johnson, man. It's a nightmare. They won't stop killing, man. Listen, they won't stop. They won't stop. They won't stop. It was 35 last night that got shot, right? Last night it was 35 or 36. It's up to 54. Wow. This is absolutely... Wow. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. Wow. They just won't stop killing. They won't stop. They won't stop. They just won't stop. This motherfucker bragging that crime is down. He's literally bragging. Crime is down. We've done this and that. And you niggas go do this. This is the thanks he gets. This is the thanks Brandon Johnson gets for touting how much crime is down. This is the thanks he gets. And it's not over. Like, well, there's Central Time. They got an hour left. They got an hour left. We East Coast time is 12 o'clock, midnight. Chicago Central Time, they got an hour left. They got a whole hour left to get some more killing in. Take the $5 challenge. We should have 75, 80 people taking the $5 challenge on this channel, man. No one's covering this live and direct. It's so hard to get support over here, man, when no one's covering this live and direct up to the minute right now at this time. Salute to everybody watching on X. Salute to everyone watching on I was about to say Rumble. I ain't been on Rumble in a long time. Kick. Think about this, man. They just can't stop. Niggas have no control over themselves as a collective or as individuals.
Some new details now on a violent Labor Day weekend in the city of Chicago. Since Friday night, 54 people have been shot, 7 people killed. The youngest victim, just 14. Sadly, shootings are up from last year's Labor Day when 42 people were shot, 10 people were killed, according to the Sun-Times. All this amid the president's threats to send in the National Guard to crack down on crime, even as city leaders say crime is down. This evening, NBC5's V. Wynn spoke with violence prevention groups who are now urging neighbors to step in and to help break the cycle.
Police are investigating dozens of shootings, including 2 mass incidents over the holiday weekend. This one injured 5 people early Monday morning near 35th and Cottage Grove on the city's south side. Among the victims, a 17-year-old boy.
It's very upsetting because you have to think about the victims of the gun violence right now in Chicago and throughout our nation.
Tio Hardiman is the founder of Violence Interrupters. His organization has been around for more than 2 decades, trying to keep the peace and addressing the root causes of gun violence in his community.
Instead of the National Guard, we need a Black National Guard. And what I mean by that, we need Black men to step up and work with their nephews and their sons and see if we can turn this here tide of violence around.
Police also responded.
We need a Black National Guard. We need a Black National Guard. I don't think that's going to do anything. Niggas can't do this shit. Niggas can't fix these problems. Niggas know that, like, yo, he about to bring the National Guard in here, man. And they went and did this. And just spit in Trump's face. Spit in Brandon Johnson's face.
And see if we can turn this here tide of violence around.
Police also responded to another mass shooting on Saturday night just blocks away from Chicago Police headquarters. At least 7 people were shot in a drive-by near 35th and State. That same night, a 17-year-old girl was hit by a stray bullet in her Inglewood home. Crisis responders in that neighborhood say they need more funding and resources.
Violence, crime like that, it's hurtful, for one, because nobody deserves to be shot, period.
Charles McKenzie runs Inglewood First Responders.
We have to help to make our community better. We cannot point the fingers at no one. We have to work together as a collective to make a difference.
His group is made up of teens and young adults trying to bridge the gap between police and the community and to build trust as seen in these pictures.
We just got to get more stronger and come up with a better solution how to tackle the violence throughout our city. But I don't believe the National Guard should be in Chicago. Hopefully one day we get to a solution where we can decrease half of the violence that's going on throughout our city.
V1 NBC5 News.
Topping your news at 4:30, more than 50 people shot and 7 killed across Chicago so far this holiday weekend. Now, the violence is rising as conversations have been heating up about President Trump's preparation to possibly deploy the National Guard. CBS News Chicago investigator Tara Molina live for us at CPD headquarters. Tara, you found out that this weekend was, in fact, much more violent than it has been this time in previous years.
That's right, Marie. Significantly more violent, nearly double the shootings this holiday weekend than we tracked the last holiday weekend. And all of this as Chicago is under a very strong national spotlight. I asked police about that.
I got him. Look.
You're looking at the scene of a mass shooting in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood early this morning, where police tell us 5 people between 17 and 36 years old were hurt. Recovering 4 guns from the scene, investigators are still looking into what happened. It's the 3rd mass shooting we've told you about this holiday weekend, with 7 people shot Saturday on South State Street, 2 women and 5 men hurt. Police say a shooter opened fire on a crowd from a car. And Sunday in Humboldt Park, 4 hurt in a drive-by shooting on West Haddon, opening fire from 2 cars, 3 women and a man shot.
It's a holiday weekend, and that means there's a greater possibility for pop-up parties to be.
Enter criminologist Arthur Larigio, who tells me the weather we've enjoyed this weekend is a contributing factor to the violence we're tracking.
Some of the shootings we saw this weekend, and there were a total of about 55, and close to 10 people have been killed, have been outside in groups, and that can account for the large number of people who were shot and shot at.
I took a closer look at the numbers and found last Labor Day weekend, 26 people were shot in Chicago, 5 killed. This year, more than 50 people shot and 7 killed. Police are not commenting on the increase or addressing questions, telling me they'll share finalized information tomorrow. But with a national spotlight on Chicago,
DC was an easy one to explain. Coming into Chicago is a different circumstance. And so we don't have a need for a national presence here. But this past weekend is going to be the precipitant to give Trump the opportunity to bring in the National Guard.
coming up at 6, more on crimes that have happened across the city this holiday weekend. And again, I'm told police will not have finalized numbers on the violence that we've been tracking until tomorrow. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters, I'm Tara Molina, CBS News Chicago investigators. Marie?
Tara, thank you for that context.
It has been a violent holiday weekend in Chicago, including a shooting tonight near Montrose Beach, where police tell us a man was hit in the arm. The number of people shot looks like it will be double the same weekend last year. And all of this while Chicago is under the microscope. City leaders waiting to see if President Trump will send in the National Guard this week. We have team coverage tonight, starting with our Sabrina Franza. And Sabrina, we're still waiting on official totals from CPD.
Erica, we are, but our calculations count at least 50 people who've been shot over this Labor Day weekend. 7 people lost their lives, making an unofficial end to a summer that has otherwise been groundbreaking for crime numbers, violent crime numbers specifically being at an all-time low.
How many people that were shot?
5 total shot. Early this morning, police responded to a third mass shooting in Chicago over the weekend, this one on the 3600 block of Cottage Grove. 4 firearms were recovered, and each victim, all between the ages of 17 and 36, were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. About 24 hours prior, another mass shooting on the 2700 block of Haddon. 4 people injured there. A few hours before that, a block away from Chicago's public safety headquarters, 7 people were shot. Police say multiple suspects drove by a large crowd and at least one person started firing into that group. Those 16 victims, part of a larger group of more than 50 people, all who were injured in different shootings across the city this weekend. 7 people lost their lives.
Who cares if crime's down when you have that kind of statistic?
Patty Casey is a former Chicago police commander. She says she welcomes the National Guard so long as they don't interfere with local police.
The National Guard is there to deter, they're there to support. They are not there to take over policing.
Mayor Brandon Johnson has repeatedly pointed out that violent crime numbers are down this year compared to last year. This Labor Day weekend, though, we saw nearly double the number of shooting victims compared to last. Experts say the last few days could be used as a reason why the president chooses to send in federal agents.
We don't have a need for a national presence here, but this past weekend is going to be the precipitant to give Trump the opportunity to bring in the National Guard.
Tomorrow, the Illinois Freedom Caucus, that's made up of state lawmakers who support the National Guard coming to Chicago, are hosting a press conference with victims of gun violence, explaining exactly why they think those agents could be used here. As we mentioned, we're also expecting to hear more from Chicago police tomorrow at some point. We'll bring that to you as soon as we have it. We're outside CPD headquarters. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Sabrina, thank you.
But our big story today at 5, Milwaukee police crisscrossing across the city, cracking down on these things, street takeovers.
Police responded to nearly 20 of them over the holiday weekend. Our Durante Matthews is live tonight with what the mayor says needs to happen next.
Yeah, Ted, Mayor, just keeping it real short, the mayor says he is sick of these street takeovers and just...
Unbelievable.
WGN investigates a dangerous trend.
So you got Chicago, you got these niggas murdering each other, murdering 90 going north, and you got street takeovers. Wow. Now some people will say, "Oh, this is a psyop. They doing all this killing, da. This really happens, yo. This is just what black people do, man. We can't help it, man. We are killers. We are killers. He said, Mark needs to get... he said, I need to get sleep.
Returning to Chicago as warmer weather arrives, local officials are on alert for street takeovers.
WGN's Dana Rebick reports on the latest numbers, including exclusive new video.
Think about it. You gotta respond to this. Nobody dies. Nobody may get shot. Nobody may die. But you gotta respond to this. You have to respond with a certain amount of officers, back up, all this shit, chase all these motherfuckers out of here. Meanwhile, here there's a shooting, there there's a shooting, here there's a shooting, there there's a shooting, shooting over there, shooting here, who's shooting there?
It was mass chaos.
He could have lost control and went right into the crowd and plowed down, 10, 15 people.
These are inherently dangerous events. We've seen fatalities involved in them. As the weather warms up, we know the next one is coming.
As summer approaches, street takeovers are popping up again in Chicago, where cars congregate at various intersections across the city, doing donuts or drifting as large groups of spectators form a circle around or in the middle of the vehicles.
I've gone through Lower Wacker before, and I've seen that, I've tried driving through those before, but never here in Lincoln Park before, so that's a first.
Just last month at Fullerton and Cannon Drive near the Lincoln Park Zoo, a group of cars gathered, taking over that intersection.
I feel like I consider this area kind of quiet, and I don't know, not too often you see cars drag racing through the street. So yeah, definitely very surprising.
This video, obtained by WGN through a Freedom of Information request, shows a scene unfold on March 5th around 1:20 a.m. Stunt drivers start drifting, spinning donuts, then a caravan of cars and spectators join in, at one point pouring kerosene on the ground, lighting a ring of fire.
People often get struck as the vehicle spins, and it happens so fast. They think they could jump out of the way in time. They cannot.
One of those pedestrians hit also had his pants set on fire. Chicago police did respond using stop sticks to disable several cars, arresting 2 people at the scene for reckless driving.
They arrested 2 people. Look at this shit. They arrested 2 people. Every person here should be arrested. People live in these buildings. People live in these buildings. People are trying to get to where they're going, and these motherfuckers have the streets blocked off. They arrested 2 people. 2 people got arrested. We trying to get 10 people to share this on social media. 10 people to share this on social media, man. If we get 10 people to share this on social media, they arrested 2 people.
Chicago police came under attack, trying to break up a gathering at Cermak and the Chicago River.
They were assaulted with bricks and bottles and several squad.
They're throwing bricks at the cops.
But they started shooting, and next thing I know, I see people laying on the ground, so I just ran.
No shots fired, Archer and Kedzie.
We have seen takeover events end much worse. In October 2022, 5 people were shot and 3 killed at a street takeover in Brighton Park. Just 2 months before that, Chicago police came under attack, trying to break up a gathering at Cermak and the Chicago River.
They were assaulted with bricks and bottles, and several squad car windows were damaged. Attacks such as these are unacceptable.
On May 5th of last year, 20-year-old Guillermo Caballero was killed at a drifting event in Gage Park near the corner of 59th and Western.
Se me vino como la memoria de los carros alrededor de él y
His family believes he was trying to get home through the crowded intersection when he was shot multiple times through his windshield.
If you're just trying to get about your business and you wind up inadvertently caught up in one of these things, it can be terrifying.
We have to say enough. We know our officers are doing their best, but you cannot ask 4 officers to come to an event where there are literally 200 people in cars with weapons acting like fools in the city of Chicago.
There has been a push to crack down on street takeovers like these, as the rise in popularity has put lives at risk.
There's organizations that are offering prize money now, and people get likes and views on YouTube. So it's really starting to build an audience, and it has to stop. We can't allow this to continue.
2 years ago, the city installed speed bumps and barricades at Lower Columbus Drive and South Water Street to prevent drifting takeovers there. And in July 2022, City Council passed an ordinance that allows Chicago police to impound vehicles involved in these events and impose a $5,000 to $10,000 fine. Chicago police also created a street takeover task force.
I would like to see every possible piece of equipment, technology that's going to help our officers do their jobs more efficiently.
Using drones to identify cars and assembling a team monitoring social media to try to get one step ahead. But that work is challenging.
Occasionally the organizers will take steps to conceal their plans and to have password access on social media sites, or to use apps like Signal or WhatsApp, where there's a group chat that we don't have access to as a city, so they catch us off guard.
There's social media out there. Our young kids can always get caught up in social media and end up doing something that could ruin the rest of their lives. And we've seen in certain situations where kids, because of things on social media, have lost their lives.
In cases like the takeover in Lincoln Park, arrests are made, but offenders are charged with misdemeanors. Some city aldermen would also like to see those charges elevated.
I would argue that participating in a dangerous act like this should rise to the level of felony, and I'd like to see aggressive prosecution to put the word out there that this will not be tolerated.
Dana Reddick, WGN News.
That's a no-brainer. What this guy's saying is literally a no-brainer, but it's like it's groundbreaking for him to say this. It's a
Well, thousands of people took to the streets of Chicago this Labor Day to protest plans by President Trump to send National Guard troops into the city. The president has called Chicago, quote, a mess, and he wants the Guard to help fight crime there, as troops are already doing so in Washington. Nancy Cortez is at the White House with more on that.
Chicago officials say they're hearing it will be days, not weeks, before National Guard troops, like the ones patrolling D.C., arrive in their city over their objections.
You're supposed to serve the people. We are the people.
Over the long weekend, President Trump mentioned Chicago 3 times on social media, warning the Illinois governor to straighten out crime fast or we're coming. This weekend alone, more than 50 people were shot in Chicago, though the murder rate has fallen by 50% over.
Oh my God. It's only fallen because the people aren't dying. The people who are getting shot aren't dying. The people who are getting shot aren't dying. If the people who got shot died, it would be the same. 50 people shot, 7 murdered this weekend. What if 25 got murdered?
The past 4 years.
Every single citizen deserves to be safe.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem confirmed on Face the Nation that a greater federal presence is coming to Chicago, starting with a surge in immigration raids.
We do intend to add more resources to those operations. I won't disclose the details because they are law enforcement and investigative folks that are on the ground there, and I want to make sure we keep their security our number one priority.
In Washington, D.C., there are now 2,300 National Guard troops armed and deployed, though by law they cannot perform law enforcement duties themselves.
This is an erratic, impulsive administration.
On Saturday, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson signed an executive order directing the Chicago Police Department not to collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or ICE raids.
We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans.
This now from the White House as the president weighs whether troops will end up in Chicago next. Has he given any indication as to how long those National Guard troops will stay in D.C.? What's the long-term plan?
Jerika, the president hasn't given an end date yet. He simply says that he wants to make sure that crime levels here in D.C. don't bounce back to their former levels once the Guard leaves town. Now, Democrats have argued that by law, he needs to go to Congress for approval if he wants to extend their employment past 30 days. And it's been about 20 so far. President Trump says he thinks Congress is going to side with him.
All right, now.
Wow.
And right now at 10 o'clock, dozens of people filled Monument Circle today, not for a celebration, but to take a stand. This after a recent appearance of masked marchers carrying flags with swastikas downtown sparked outrage. News 8's Raina Revel shows us how Indianapolis residents are making it clear, Raina, that hate has no place here.
Yes, Monument Circle is often a place for community gatherings, but today it became a stage for solidarity. Residents of all ages and backgrounds gathered to send a loud and clear message. Hate will not define this city. Signs reading, "Say no to fascism, Nazis, and KKK," and "I hate Indiana Nazis" lined the circle as chants echoed downtown. Community members say they are standing up for peace after a white nationalist group marched through the same spot earlier this summer.
I mean, the Daily Stormer, a white supremacist group that has forums, is based in Indiana.
Shut up, faggot. Shut up, faggot. Press 1. Y'all coming out here because some white group, nationalist group marched through here a couple months ago. Jesus Christ, man.
Indianapolis. I mean, this is something that goes back centuries in Indianapolis, and I think that the march is not significant in a escalation of their presence, as in there's not more Nazis around. They're just feeling emboldened. They're feeling real cozy in Indianapolis all of a sudden.
This protest was put together over the past week. A handful of people carried guns, a reference to the weapons the pro-Nazi protesters had carried, but most appeared unarmed. Jesse Curley, a speaker, said the idea of using the Second Amendment was not popular, but said it represents the right to protect themselves from anyone with bad intentions.
While everybody, including Nazis, can march around with guns on their chests, okay, we will do that too, and we'll say you're not welcome here. So to me, I think it's a natural progression in the lack of response we've seen from other institutions, the actual checks and balances that we all learned about in Schoolhouse Rock. That is the reason why we're showing up here today.
A family of 4 joined the protest. Parents Andrew Boddicker and Stephanie Pierce.
He's probably trans. That kid's going to be trans in a couple years. Press 1. He's going to be dressed like a little girl by fucking Christmas. And she's going to be the fucking it girl in her little sick, twisted friend group. This kid's got it rough. Like, he gotta literally do everything masculine. If he do anything for him, if he crosses his legs, she gonna buy him a dress. If he asks, can you read Snow White? Can you read Snow White to me? I want to watch The Little Mermaid. She gonna buy him a dress. And a guy did some barrettes and shit. She just looking for any sign that he might be wanting to be a girl so she can fucking put him in a fucking dress. These people are sick.
And Stephanie Piercefield wore firearms, saying it was a symbolic response to the earlier Nazi march and a show of support for marginalized communities.
Hopefully people know that goodness still exists and hate is not going to, overcome that. And I think people need to, fight in different ways. And this is kind of our way. I mean, we have 2 children and we don't want the world to be that way for them. So this is a kind of our way of showing that.
Now, that message against hate heard loud and clear for all those in attendance at tonight's rally. In studio.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. These people are awful, man. Let's see if they're reporting on this New York parade, man, this violence, man. They weren't reporting on it a couple hours ago. Let's see if they're reporting on it, man. Salute to everybody, man. Wow, they had another shooting in the Bronx. This can't be another shooting in the Bronx.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore in for Christine tonight. We begin with a breaking news story right now. We'll get to those other stories in a moment. 5 people were shot, one of them killed in the Bronx tonight. We're told 3 of the men who survived are in critical condition. 1 is stable. Multiple people of interest are now in custody. Police say the shots were fired around 7:30 on Allerton Avenue in Williamsbridge. There is still no word tonight on what led up to that shooting.
At least they got somebody in custody. Yeah, there have been so many Bronx shootings. How many of y'all have been following the Bronx shootings here on this channel last week? Press 1. Trump need to send a National Guard just to the Bronx. Fuck New York. Send them to the Bronx. This is insane. Jesus. This is insane. Let's see. I think
After a day of celebration.
I think they starting to report. They were slow. They were slow, but I think the local news is starting to report about all the violence at the West Indian Day Parade today. Took them long enough. Everyone hit the like button. We're trying to get 10 people to share this on social media. We're trying to get at least 10 people to take the $5 challenge too. Can we get 10 people to take the $5 challenge? $5. I mean, not 100, not 500. Not 1,000, $5. Can we get some people on the channel to do that? Salute to all you guys though for sharing this, man, on social media, man. Keep sharing it. We need 10 people to share it every night, man. We're trying to get 10 tonight. If you want to share it on social media, please do that. Please do that. We're trying to keep moving in the right direction. The viewership is headed in the right direction. We're trying to keep it moving there.
After a day of celebrations, the West Indian American Day Parade route turned violent. A total of 6 shootings and slashings are under investigation, either on or near the parade.
6 shootings and slashings. Look at that shit. Look at that. The parade route has a crime blotter. Think about that. The parade route has its own crime blotter. This is crazy. Shout out to Scandal, man. The parade route has its own crime blotter. You got what? A person shot here, 2 people shot here, a slashing here, 2 people shot here, a slashing here, 2 people shot. Yo, this is embarrassing, man. And I know the FBA is gonna be like, these are tethers. This isn't us doing this. It's a lot of FBA people down there. It's a damn party. It's a damn party. FBA people gonna show up. It's a fucking party. FBA people showed up too. Let's stop the acting like, oh, FBA people don't come to the Caribbean Day Parade. Let's stop this shit. But let's just say it is West Indian people, right? These are still black on the census. The census, these count as black people. This is part of the 13%. Press 1. This is part of the 13%. This is part of the 13%. Yeah, nigga. That 13% ain't just FBAs. That 13% is Ethiopians, Somalians, Nigerians, Haitians, Jamaicans, biracials, octoroons, and you niggas. Sons of sons, exactly. Sons of sons. Salute to Don Quixote, man. He says, challenge accepted. Thanks for what you do, Ak. Yeah, man, salute, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. My man got a channel. He got a channel on YouTube, right? I was watching it today. $100 to sponsor the show, $500 to be a super sponsor. Immediately, like 20 people hit the fucking $100 thing. Immediately. $100 to sponsor the show, $500 to be a super sponsor. Immediately, they just started hitting $100. Boom, 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 boom. We asking for a $5 challenge. To support this show, support this channel, support all the channels. You don't just have to support this channel. You can, if you enjoy the WNBA, you can support that the work I do over there too. Caitlin Clark, if you're following that story, the Caitlin Clark saga, you can support that over there too. You can support that work too. We've been covering DC every single day. We're the only channel to cover it every day since it started, except for those days when I had to watch my kids. We called this last night. We knew there was going to be violence at this thing. We knew there was going to be violence. I don't know if we thought it was going to have its own crime blotter. I don't think we thought it was going to be his own crime blotter. He said, I'll channel his inner David Tell. No, I'm serious. I promise you. I promise you. I was watching the show earlier. I mean, I promise you. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, dude said, $100 sponsor the show, and they just boom, 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 boom. I'm not lying. Tell me am I lying? Press 1. Anybody that know. If you know, press 1. If you know. If you know, press 1. I'm not lying about these things. We just asked to hit the $5 challenge. We asked people to take the $5 challenge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Support the channel. Support the show. You motherfuckers get easy over here. You motherfuckers got easy over here. You motherfuckers got it easy over here. It's easy over here, man. You get 85 fucking stories in one show. You guys got it easy over here, man. Trust me. If you know, you know. I need to start watching some other channels. Don't just watch my channel. Watch some other channels. I need to start get around, man. Watch some other channels. Don't just watch this, man. Watch some other channels. I don't care, man. Go watch some other channels. I ain't greedy like that, man. Go watch some other channels. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna got it easy over here, man. Shout out to Don Quixote. Salute to Nasty Ronnie, man. Nasty Ronnie. He says, Ock Nation 24/7, New Year's Eve, 2025 marathon recap special. Can we do it? I don't know, man. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we can do it 24/7. I would love to go 24/7, man. I would love to go 24/7. I would love to be like a streamer. I would love to have my kids on the show too. If I was going to be streaming, I have my kids on here, man. And my daughter do a segment while I take a nap. But right now, we just trying to cover all this stuff that's going on this Labor Day weekend. We're trying to cover Labor Day weekend. We're trying to take it one step at a time. Labor Day weekend. This is sad, man. This is fucking sad. These goddamn niggers, this pisses me off, man. These niggers have a crime blotter for the fucking parade. The parade has its own crime blotter. This is usually like something you would do for the city. Like this week, this happened here, this happened there. It's like as the parade moves, it has its own crime. Like they say crime is down. Oh, and think about it. There were 2,500 officers allotted for this fucking parade. Who remembers that from last night? If you guys watched last night, 2,500 police officers were sent down here for this parade. And these niggas still did this. It's absolutely insane.
After a day of celebrations, the West Indian American Day parade route turned violent. A total of 6 shootings and slashings are under investigation, either on or near the parade route in Brooklyn. The first one happened at 5:30 p.m. on Eastern Parkway, where a 20-year-old man was shot in the leg and a 40-year-old woman was grazed by a bullet. Both are expected to survive. Then about an hour later, further down the parkway, police say 2 men were also shot. Both are in stable condition. Late tonight, around 9:30, police say a 14-year-old boy was shot in the hand and back near Rochester Avenue. He is also in stable condition. No arrests have been made in any of the cases. Those shootings happened despite more police along the parade route. The NYPD says more than 2,000 officers were deployed to patrol the area during the celebration.
This big white guy. I wonder what he's thinking, man. What is he thinking, guys? What's going through this big white guy's mind as it's like just people are getting slashed and shot, but it's not stopping the parade. Like normally a white parade, somebody shoots into the crowd, it's over. The parade's over. Press 1. If there's a white parade after the first shooting, the parade's over. Man, these niggas keep moving, another shooting, they keep moving, and another shooting, they're slashing, they keep moving, and they're slashing, another shoot. Just, what is this white guy thinking, man? He says, thank you. God damn. Yeah, I'm sure the food good, though. Shout out to D from Boston, man. Taking the $5 challenge, man. Yo, These motherfuckers literally did not shut the parade down. They didn't stop the parade. Like, people are getting wheeled off on gurneys and ambulances, and they keep on partying. How the fuck do you have 6 shootings and slashings on one parade route with 2,500 officers there? That's a lot of fucking officers, man. That's a lot of fucking officers. Shout out to Marble 5 for sharing the stream. Jeez. I'm sure he's nervous, though. I'm sure this white guy nervous. You can't fool me, motherfucker. You nervous.
More than 2,000 officers were deployed to patrol the area during the celebration. Participants paraded along 2 miles of Eastern Parkway, many in costume showcasing their native countries. There was also plenty of great food, music, and dancing.
This is an expression of freedom. I get to come outside, I get to listen to the soap.
An expression of freedom. They should have kept you niggas in slavery then. They should have kept you enslaved in bondage.
I get to be with my friends. I get to do, I get to dance.
Everything that you need home is here in Brooklyn, especially on Labor Day.
And this was the 58th year for the West Indian American Day Parade.
It's been a violent Labor Day weekend in Chicago. At least 54 people have been shot, including 7 who were killed.
Courtney Spinelli is live now on the near west side, where one of those victims lost his life. Courtney.
Yeah, good evening to you both. People here in the Pilsen community are mourning the loss of a man fondly known to them.
Okay, so this isn't on Brito. This isn't on Brito neighborhood. On Brito's got in on the action.
Mourning the loss of a man fondly known to them as Pepe after he was killed yesterday morning in a shooting. Now, it's believed he was in the wrong place at the wrong time when all of this happened.
It was heartbreaking.
A growing memorial sits at the corner of West 17th Street and Walcott Avenue. The reason it exists, a point of pain for the Pilsen community, now searching for answers.
I'm very upset, angry, because that should have never happened to Pepe. He didn't bother anybody.
It was just after 1:30 Sunday morning when police say 3 men in their 40s were shot in this area. Witnesses say 2 of the victims were found in one location, while a police report shows Pepe was found lying in the street at the intersection. The 2 other men, ages 41 and 43, were hit in the leg, expected to survive, but Pepe didn't make it. Area residents say the victim lived on the streets of Pilsen, never bothering a soul, but always offering a smile or a quick hello.
He was a very kind, thoughtful, respectful. I don't know anything bad about him.
Police sources tell WGN detectives were able to use video evidence to determine there were multiple shooters. As the investigation unfolded, a person reportedly told police he was a valid CCL holder and one of the people involved. At the scene, around 50 shell casings were recovered, indicating at least 4 different guns were fired.
Whoever did this, terrible. We don't want that in our community. You don't come and intrude and just think that you're just going to be shooting out here.
This is just one of more than 30 shooting investigations unfolding across the city over the Labor Day weekend. Several.
You hear that? 30 shooting investigations. 30 shooting investigations. And listen, Thursday before the weekend started, niggas was killing. It's Wednesday they was killing. Tuesday, like they been killing and shooting every fucking day up until this weekend. How do you get in front of this without getting help? How do you get your arms wrapped around this issue without getting a little help? And Brandon Johnson is asking It's telling all the help to go away. Here go Pepe, man. We got Pepe, man. Pepe, man.
It has been a violent holiday weekend in Chicago with dozens of people shot across the city, 8 of them killed.
One of the victims leaves a lasting impact on the Pilsen community. WGN's Courtney Spinelli reports from the 12th Police District.
Pepe, man.
The Pilsen community tonight is
go.
mourning the loss of a 40. He was smiling and laughing.
There you go, Pepe, man. Pepe, man. R.I.P. Pepe, man. Somebody killed Pepe, man.
In Dallas, dozens of women are using social media to warn others about a bizarre encounter across popular uptown locations, and their stories are now catching the attention of authorities. Alicia Barrera reports.
We spoke to several women in uptown Dallas, and they tell us that a man will approach them with a very uncomfortable request. And while what this man asks is not illegal, the women question his behavior and what police can do.
I'm literally like on the verge of having a panic attack.
Out of breath, still shaky, and clearly stunned, Caitlin posted on TikTok about a man following her while on her way to the gym.
And then he asks to watch me go to the bathroom. Because he's so weirdo.
As of today,
What kind of guy is this? Give me a description on this guy, man. Give me a description on this guy. That's a beautiful woman too, man. I don't want to watch her use the bathroom though. Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B in the building. Shout out to Barry B coming through once again every single night. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the Real MVP, coming through once again. Shout out to you guys coming through every night, taking the $5 challenge every night, man. Op Nation, we can have more people take the $5 challenge. We can have more people support the channel. It's possible. It can happen. You can do it. Don't cheapskate. Don't be cheap with me. I'm not cheap with y'all. I'm on here every night. Don't be cheap with me. I'm not cheap with y'all. I'm on here every night. And I'm covering the WNBA and all that bullshit over there. Okay? And I'm cutting up these joints and making them short. You ask for short form videos. You say, you need to cut up some of these live streams and post them on. I'm doing that now. It's easy to support the channel. It's not hard. It's not hard. Many people do it. It's not hard. This beautiful woman, though, right here. This reminds me of the New York. Remember when the dudes in New York were punching the white girls and it turned out to be a black dude? All the white girls were getting online saying, oh, I just got punched in the face by a man. A gentleman just punched me in the face. And there was like 12 of them. A gentleman just punched me in the face. And we were all like, yo, what the fuck? A gentleman's running around punching women in the face? That's crazy. It turned out to be a fucking sun turd. A person, yeah. I'm not going to be surprised if this is a son. Even though it's disgusting what he asked, and it could be an hombrito, because this is Texas, this is Dallas. It could be an hombrito. We know it's not a white guy. We know it's not a white guy. If it's a white guy, they would have told us. So is this an hombrito or a black guy? It could be an hombrito. But me, man, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been burned. I've been burned before. I'm always betting on black. I got burned before, man, not betting on black. I'm betting on black, man.
Is not illegal. The women question his behavior and what police can do.
I'm literally like on the verge of having a panic attack.
Out of breath, still shaky, and clearly stunned, Caitlin posted on TikTok about a man following her while on her way to the gym.
And then he asks to watch me go to the bathroom because he's a weirdo.
As of today, more than 42,000 people have viewed the video.
I was very shocked that somebody would have the nerve to do that.
Those that say they have been harassed by possibly the same person are speaking up.
Dozens of women now have come forward saying they've had the same.
Yo, he picking them though. I give him that. He got a type. He got a type. He got a type though, right? He got a type. Salute the 45 revolver, man. He got a type. Could be a white guy. Could be a white guy. Maybe I'm off, man. He's got a type, man.
Said that it was, quote, creepy, but not a crime. My frustration is just in the fact that there is no law or protection in place to help women with situations like this on a legal level.
In West Village, two women told NBC5 off camera about their encounter. Highland Park Police confirmed they have one report from May of last year on 4th Street. Security on the Katy Trail said they responded to a similar incident just weeks ago. And in an email, Dallas Police said Central Patrol has been made aware of the issue and is taking steps to address it. Additionally, DPD has partnered with Uptown Dallas's private security team to ensure the safety of the residents.
After we reached out to Dallas Police for information, the woman was contacted by officers to file a formal police report. Still, no suspect has been identified. In Dallas, Alicia Barrera, NBC5.
Tonight, a deputy constable.
Alicia Barrera, bitch, fuck you.
In Dallas.
Listen to this bitch. Alicia Barrera. In Dallas. Alicia. You go back to Mexico if you want to talk that shit. It's Alicia Barrera, motherfucker. You in America. Alicia Barrera.
Report, still no suspect has been identified. In Dallas, Alicia Barrera, NBC5.
Bitch. And they protested in Japan too. God.
The tragic consequences in Houston are all too real for several North Texas families. For the first time, we are hearing from a mother who admits her teen joined in the pranks. We agreed not to show her face because she's concerned for her child's safety. Here's Maria Guerrero with a story you will see only on NBC5.
The bullet pierced their forerunner, a golf bag, then thankfully embedded inside a basketball.
You have really a visual representation of what these types of pranks can end in.
Yeah, a few inches more and that would have been a body.
Active in sports and church, this mother says her son had just turned 14 last January.
Why was your son doing this?
Because he was a dumb kid.
It took days for he and his buddies to tell their parents.
And said, Mom, I have something to tell you and you're going to be really mad. He's like, I know you've warned me, because I've warned him about this, because this happens all the time. I've said, if you do this, you could get shot. You're in Texas.
They had joined in on the Ding Dong Ditch Challenge, like this one out of Pennsylvania.
They were a group of boys, 5, 13, 14-year-old boys, were going around ding dong dashing, as stupid boys will.
She says 2 ran up to a random house off South Denton Trap Road in Coppell at around 7 Saturday night.
My son was still in the car. I think they maybe rang the doorbell twice.
According to an affidavit obtained by NBC5, they circled back around to the residence after not seeing the homeowner come outside after knocking a second time. While driving toward the residence, the 16-year-old driver said he saw the homeowner walk to the sidewalk from his front walkway with a pistol.
And that's when they said he stood in the middle of the street, and a residential street in Compel, and lifted his gun and shot at them.
Police later discovered the homeowner's wife had called 911 after kids banged on her front door and fled. Police charged the man with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The same charge a Frisco man now faces in a separate but similar shooting in July. Parents in Coppell say they've only now learned a Dallas County grand jury declined to indict their case earlier this year.
At least have his guns taken away, because gun ownership requires a lot of responsibility and care, and it was greatly lacking in this situation.
We tried speaking with the homeowner. His attorney responded saying, we have no comment regarding the current incident in Frisco or on the previous allegation from Coppell. My client requests that you cease further contact with his family.
Parents need to deeply warn their children that they could get killed from some dumb little thing that used to just be kids having fun.
Maria Guerrero.
Salute to everybody out there, man. Woo.
First date taking a dangerous turn in a one and only exclusive. A woman tells us she's lucky to be alive after her date hits her with his car.
Yeah, but before he drove off, he kept asking her about her feet. A local 10's Rosh Lowe joining us live in Aventura with a breakdown for us.
Strange, bizarre, and certainly something didn't smell right here. We've all heard horror stories about online dating, but this suspect, well, he didn't pass the smell test.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Well, initially we had met up because I was going to sell him my sneakers.
She knew something didn't smell right when she met this guy, Almansi Circle, at an Aventura hotel.
Jesus Christ. Listen, this woman was going to date this guy. She was going to go, she met up with him. This woman met up with him. No mercy. I don't have any mercy for that woman. She met up with this guy. And she curved some fucking nice Asian or nice white guy from her job. Some nice white guy on her job, she curved him. Some nice Asian guy on her job, she curved him. Taking 2 hours to text him back, ignoring his phone calls, treating him like a fucking scrub. But she'll go meet up with fucking goddamn give us free from fucking Amistad and shit. These bitches crazy, man. Press 1.
Pass the smell test.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Well, initially we had met up because I was going to sell him my sneakers.
She knew something didn't smell right when she met this guy, Almansi Circle, at an Aventura hotel.
when I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
I have to stop you there. What do you say when someone says, I want to sniff your feet?
No, no. I mean, you can have my sneakers all you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm not wearing them, and they're just stinky old sneakers. But people like weird things.
Then things got downright scary. She says the suspect runs out of the room. She thinks with her sneakers.
I ran after him, and I met him down in the parking garage.
She says he ran her over with his car.
He did a 3-point turn and actually hit me with a car, ran me over.
He ran you over?
He ran me over, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing today.
She shows us the injury. Over.
He
got a nice rack, yo.
hit me.
She got a nice rack, man. I wonder what her face is looking like, man. She got a nice rack. She's dumb as a fucking. She's dumb as like a goddamn chalk eraser, but she's fucking. She look like she's nice.
With a car, ran me over.
He ran you over.
He ran me over, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing today.
She shows us the injuries.
I've met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously, and nobody has ever done anything to this caliber.
She says she's lucky to be alive.
You're charged with aggravated battery, a second-degree felony.
In his arrest report, cops say after a review of the defendant's background, he's been the subject in other incidents involving the same modus operandi. We've covered a lot of bizarre cases. I've covered a lot of bizarre cases in my day. This is up there.
It's pretty bizarre. It was extremely bizarre for me, too. I've never experienced anything like this before.
So the victim is still frightened, and she says, look, I was truly fortunate to be alive. I was run over with a car. She tells us there is surveillance video. We're hoping to get that video sometime this week. In Aventura, I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
In tonight's Dirty Dining, a viewer who came straight to Local 10 after seeing something no diner wants to see.
Employees hauling kitchen equipment outside crawling with roaches. Local 10 News investigator Jeff Hines here has the video, confronts the owner, and explains what you can do if you see something like this.
I wanted to talk to you about this. Oh. You're laughing. Yeah, you got a roach problem?
A Local 10 viewer so concerned she started rolling. This video shot Monday behind Gojia Korean Barbecue. That's in the Lincoln Park Plaza at 6862 Sterling Road in Davie. Look closely, an employee holding what appears to be kitchen drain grates. Roaches are spilling out. The owner spraying them with a can of bug killer. Here it is again. Those drain grates were taken right out of the kitchen by the cook line.
I'm cleaning it. You're cleaning it, but that means there are roaches in the kitchen? No, just outside. Well, but she was holding the trays. That's from the kitchen. You brought it out there and you sprayed it. Well, you have kids?
The evidence is clear, and while this place has not been ordered shut by the state, this viewer wanted to know what to do if you see something like this. It is the most common question we get. How can I file a complaint? The answer through the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. We sent her a link so she can file that complaint. We've also put it on our website, local10.com, in case you find yourself in the very same position. We moved down to Kendall, Jin Chinese.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I tell you. Oh my God. Jeez.
Eric, I spoke with family members this afternoon, as well as the family priest. They just said this is a tragic family domestic situation involving a young couple, an older woman, and a newborn baby left behind.
Terrible tragedy. Terrible.
That sums up how neighbors feel about what happened on Boyd Street early Sunday morning.
Nothing happens on Boyd Street.
until yesterday.
A family priest tells us an older woman lived in this home on Boyd Street, and a younger couple with a baby recently moved in. Late Saturday night or early Sunday, when family members couldn't reach the older woman, they called police, and that's when they found the bodies. Police say this is an isolated incident, and there is no longer a threat, but the community is finding the news hard to accept.
I'm just hearing the news as you've heard, really the news, the sad news of this tragedy. But they were, very simple people, very pious people. Occasionally we saw them here in the community, and peace-loving, family, harmless, and didn't really deserve this tragedy that took place in their life.
The family priest and members of the extended family tell us they're looking for a new home for that newborn, who also lived here for a short time before the shootings. Now, authorities have still not released the names of the people found inside. Family members tell me they're still trying to reach out to family members, some of whom remain out of the country. We're live in Watertown. I'm Ted Wayman, WCVB News Center 5.
In 2018, New York couple Jamie and Franz Artie bought an abandoned 19th century mansion. The idea was to transform the crumbling house into a home for their young family. They didn't know they were beginning a massive renovation project that would unearth a story nearly lost to time. That story is featured in the book, The Chancellor's Mansion. We visited the couple on Long Island's Gold Coast to learn about the hidden history they discovered.
This is the McCoon family cemetery. This is where all the McCoons are buried along with the descendants.
The search inside the centuries-old Long Island, New York cemetery,
W. Townsend McCoon,
points to Jamie Artie's devotion to those who rest here, William Townsend McCoon and Sophia Moore.
I think this is
Departed.
1786. This is our guy.
Their names are barely legible.
That's her?
But their story gave purpose
See the Moore.
to a town that revels in its history. So says Oyster Bay Town Clerk Richard Lamarca.
There wasn't a lot of education about local history here, and that's also going to change now. Jamie is helping bring about that change.
To breathe life back into this historic home.
They built it really, really well.
Oyster Bay's Chancellor's Mansion.
How many acres do you guys have?
5.5 acres.
5.5 acres.
We actually found this house by accident driving to a birthday party, and we were lost.
I turn my head and look at this dilapidated building with a big hole in the roof.
In the roof.
In the roof.
That was 7 years ago. Jamie's husband, Franz, was sold from the start.
I really thought that this could be our family home.
And your thought was?
Absolutely not.
Despite already being on the hunt.
Y'all don't like seeing stories about a good black family that beats the stereotypes? This is not your stereotypical black family, man. Y'all don't want to see this, man? I see y'all calling me like I'm asleep because we watching about a good black family. Okay. Woo!
We're following breaking news this afternoon as 2 people are dead in a shooting in Allegheny County.
Smash, man. She got a fucked up tooth right here, but she's beautiful, man. Press 1.
We're following breaking news this afternoon as 2 people are dead in a shooting in Allegheny County. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Erica Moke. Homicide detectives are still on the scene in Pleasant Hills. That's where we find KDK's Ross Gudotti, who is standing by with more. Ross, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Looking over my shoulder, you can see where this incident took place. There is still a lot of police activity, to include homicide investigators as well as forensic fans that are on scene. Now, Allegheny County homicide detectives are really not telling us much about what transpired, but this is what we can in fact confirm. At about 7:21 this morning, 911 dispatchers got calls of multiple gunshots being fired coming from, or at least believed to be.
Look at this beautiful neighborhood. This is a beautiful neighborhood. This is just like, this probably never happened. Nothing like this ever happened around here. This is probably totally domestic.
Coming from a home in the 400 block of Nantucket Drive. Not long after SWAT teams arrived after the individuals inside did not respond to anyone. And then for about 2 hours, they hailed them, loudspeakers, flashbang grenades, as well as use of sirens to get some type of response. There was none. And at about 9:21, that is when the SWAT teams entered, where they found two men, both suffering from gunshot wounds to the head, a father and son, both dead. Investigators say they believe that everybody involved in this incident has been identified and there is no danger to the public. We also believe, we're trying to get this confirmed, maybe a third family member in the house that ran out to let neighbors know what had happened after this tragedy broke out. If we get more information, we will, of course, pass it along to you. Live in Jefferson Hills, Ross Godotti, KDKA TV News.
All right, Ross, thanks so much.
In Mount Washington, more.
Wow.
Heartbreak, as now a third victim in a weekend shooting has died. Tonight, we now know the names of those victims. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Sheree Palello.
And I'm Mike Dardis. Police are saying the shooter, by the way, still in critical condition at UC Medical Center. WLWT News 5's Daisy Kershaw has been talking with neighbors tonight and friends of the victims. She's live for us with the latest on the tragedy. Daisy?
Mike, Sheree, I was able to speak on the phone tonight with former friends and colleagues, and I'm told that two of the victims are sisters, a former co-worker at Good Samaritan Hospital where they worked, saying that they were also studying medicine at UC. The third victim, a young man, we're told had just graduated from UC. Everyone who knew them just heartbroken.
Everybody just loved them. They're really kind-hearted.
Cincinnati police releasing the names of the three people killed on Beacon Street: 20-year-old Phelan Adunga, 22-year-old Aiden Adunga, and 27-year-old Ben Duresi. We're told that Phelan and Aiden worked as pharmacy technicians for Good Samaritan Hospital.
Oh my God, these are the sweetest girls you could ever meet in life, and I really, really mean it.
Jamila, a friend and co-worker, telling us the sisters were both studying medicine at the University of Cincinnati. She says older sister Aiden was nearly done with med school.
She would get off work at 11 o'clock at night, and clock out and stay at work till about 3 in the morning on her laptop, just studying in the break room.
Tonight, a friend and former colleague of Bemnitz speaking with us, describing him as a happy and hardworking person.
This guy will have you laugh in 2 seconds. That's how cool he was, you know?
Felicia Wood says she got to know Bemnitz while she was working with him at a gas station on the West End. He had just graduated from UC and got a new job.
I know he was excited about it. He had to be, because he always thought big.
As the investigation continues, the suspected shooter still hasn't been named. Neighbors claim they saw him in the days and hours leading up to the shooting.
I saw someone sitting in the car, but he didn't get out, and we were out of our driveway in 15 minutes. I believe it, from what I was told, it was him, the shooter that was parked out here in his car.
Multiple neighbors describing the same man to us, a description that matches this one.
Unit of a male shooting at the location at the a male white long hair, back sweater, and shorts.
Now, TriHealth released a statement on the two pharmacy technicians tonight, reading in part, the TriHealth family is devastated by the tragic passing of two cherished Good Samaritan Hospital team members. Their dedication and spirit touched everyone who worked alongside them. We also spoke with Cincinnati police.
Wow. Cincinnati is a jungle. Cincinnati is a jungle. While they're protesting in Serbia too. They're protesting in Serbia. Yo, you white people are tripping, man. You white people are tripping. It is too late. It's too late. And y'all tripping like this all over the world, man. It's too late.
Константин, пуска тук. Аз слушам
Samuk ustadın suçlu. Samuk ustadın suçlu.
Wow. White people are protesting everywhere, man. Everywhere you look, white people are protesting. Salute to Lizzie Hendricks, man. It's too late though, white people. You can't save Europe. Oh wow. You can't save Europe.
Today's gangster girls seem to want as much of what they call respect as the boys get. And the News Center's David Okarski reports many gangster girls are just as familiar as the boys are with deadly violence.
Rats on camera. Those is rats. You might not never see that car again. We used to hang out on all these corners right here. All four of these corners was our hangout.
Portland.
Oh, there used to be a building right here to our right. My homeboy got shot over there. We didn't, we didn't lost one of our homeboys over there.
25-year-old Nicole Taylor joined her Northeast Portland gang almost 10 years ago after rivals murdered a close friend. Nicole herself has been shot twice and feels lucky to be alive. She's completed probation for selling crack cocaine. Now she's writing a book about
Portland. In the early 90s.
Our homeboys over there.
25-year-old Nicole Taylor joined her Northeast Portland gang almost 10 years ago after rivals murdered a close friend. Nicole herself has been shot twice and feels lucky to be alive. She's completed probation for selling crack cocaine. Now she's writing a book about her Portland gang experience. Life has changed for girl gangsters since Nicole joined the scene 10 years ago. They used to be the boys' scapegoats, alibis, and decoys. Often would carry the guns and the drugs because police would seldom search them. And most had little influence within the male-dominated gangs. Now girls are forming their own gang cliques like this, adopting the same dress and behavior as the boys.
It means if you're going to do it, do it. If you ain't going to do it, don't halfway do it. It means the rivals.
It ain't no joke.
We're going to kill them. We'll kill them all. We'll kill them dead. They shoot at us. We'll shoot right back at them.
She may sound just like another tough-talking teenager, but too many young people have died to take her words lightly. No one knows for sure why girl gangsters are acting tougher, but the reason may go back to why gangs usually get started in the first place. Self-defense.
You got to get somebody for that. You got to. Well, we could have been that a few times. We could have been dead. Just do or die. It ain't our time to go yet. We ain't died until it's our time to go. It ain't our time to go yet.
David Okarski, News Center 6.
While gangs start for self-defense, police say they can attract dangerous and violent people. Now, we don't know that the girls you saw committed any violent crimes, and we should note that while you saw only African Americans, all races are well represented in Portland's gangs. Tomorrow night, you'll see how a gang can change a girl's life, even if she doesn't join it.
Still to come, rough weather in the southeast. We got that Miami tornado to show you. Police say our young high school girls are more prone to forming their own gangs than they were just 5 years ago. Well, last night in part one of David Okarski's special report on gangster girls, you met some of those members. Tonight, David is going to report that a gang can get a girl in trouble even if she doesn't join it. How does that happen, David?
Well, typically what happens, Shirley, is that the young boys and girls will meet an older gang member somewhere in their neighborhood, maybe in a park like this, beautiful Lentz Park in Southeast Portland. They'll start imitating that older gang member's behavior, maybe starting to skip school or get into some trouble. In fact, that profile fits all three of the young women that you're about to meet. One of those girls, however, when she started to meet and started to run with the gangster girls, found out what big time trouble was all about.
You know, you're going to have to make a request to come in and talk to them about these.
21-year-old Lisa Boyer is on the Portland Police Bureau's gang list. Her record puts her at the scene of a firearm theft, an assault, and more. But she's never been arrested, says she's never actually belonged to a gang, and that the police record is wrong. She says she got on the gang list because she made friends with gangsters when she was in middle school.
Person was going to school, skipping class, then end up to skipping school for the whole day period. And then like change phone numbers, change addresses. So it was like together like 24 hours a day.
Counselors call girls like Lisa gang affected. They don't belong to gangs, don't flash the signs or wear the colors like the girls who do. Gang affected girls just go along for the fun, but often end up with a police record instead of a high school diploma and often end up pregnant.
My name is Emily.
When she started running with the gangsters and had her first child, Lisa was only 13 years old, the same age as Amber and Whitney, who have begun hanging out with gang members.
You get your way most of the time when you're related with them, and you just usually get to do whatever you want instead of being stuck in your house. They take care of you. They're just always there for you.
You've seen people get hurt?
Yeah.
How badly?
I've seen people get in the hospital for like 3 weeks to 2 weeks. When you see them fight, when you see the girls fight, you think that they were boys fighting because they fight. I mean, they fight just as good as boys do. They fight almost better than the boys.
Youth gang outreach counselor Angie Turner says Amber and Whitney are now gang affected, but they're at risk of actually joining gangs.
Who's at risk?
Everyone's at risk. I mean, as women, you have the same emotions, no matter what color you are, what financial background you're coming from. It's just you're becoming a woman, and you know, you just come to a point in your life where you feel like, you know, does anyone love me? Am I ever going to have a boyfriend? And you know, why am I getting the attention that other girls are getting in school? You start paying a lot more attention to what other people are doing and not really be in tune with yourself. So it could be anyone at any time.
Turner is helping Amber.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable, man. Wow. Niggas fucked up Portland 30 years ago. Wow. Leaves you speechless, man. It really does. Mm-mm-mm. Looks like they're not covering the the shootings at the Jover at the Caribbean West Indian Day Parade. Only that one channel's covering it. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let me see something. Let me see something. Shout out to Glizzy Hendricks, man. You can take the $5 challenge. You can support the channel. You can support the channel. You can support the work we're doing here. It's okay. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see what we can find out what the latest was. Yeah, six shot. That's the latest. That's the latest on that 6 shot. Hold on. I want to go. No, I want to go over here. Salute to you guys, man, for sending me this stuff, man. Shout out to the people who have shared this stream, man. That really helps out a lot. Helps with viewership, getting the word out of there. Shout out to all you guys that shared the stream today.
Me and my crew. That's why we gotta make it, because Bookie, I gotta go steal my outfits for my video shoot. Yo. Sade. 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 Put it on today.
Oh, that's the sensor. They burning the sensor off.
Mama, blow it. And don't ask me why I'm stealing all types, bitch, because they $40, bitch. Came on. Hey, we need the thing. We need the thing to like scoop it up. Cool. I'm not too girl. It's probably that right. White top. Came up. Ooh. Me and my crew.
Jeez. Jeez. Here go footage of the shooting at the Caribbean Day Parade. Here goes footage of the shooting.
Listen, so this is what happened. We was all partying on the ad. We was lit. Then we heard one shot. Boom, I ran in. Then I came back out. Then they did boom, boom, boom. It was 3 more. Yeah. Shit got crazy, man. It got crazy. Maybe we shouldn't go too close though, because oh yeah, we here, we live in action, y'all. They got like it's like 60 police officers here, and they really I got 47 views, y'all. They say he got shot in the foot or leg. I don't know. I'm really praying for this man though, because that shit happened so fast. It was crazy. And it's so many police officers over here, but it really don't look like they doing too much. Fuck the police. They not really doing too much. They not. Oh, they up here. What they say in the comments? Nah, yeah, this is the crowd from the parade. I don't know where he got shot, y'all, but say hey to the live. They got the chief right there. He not doing too much, so I don't really know why he's here.
Jeez, man.
Really, let's.
Jesus Christ, man. It is awful, man. Damn, these bitches are awful, man. They are awful. Those women are awful. Woo! Damn. 40-7. God damn. Bill Belichick. They was up 7-0 when I was watching it. They were up 7-0. They lost. God almighty. Woo! They're making fun of The Rock. The Rock is old. He's 60 years old. The Rock is 60 years old. They're making fun of The Rock saying he look strange. He's 60. Holy shit. Holy shit. Niggas are fighting at the water park? There's nowhere to go to escape this shit. It's nowhere to go to escape, man. It's nowhere to go to escape this shit. You can't escape this shit. My kids be doing that shit too. You try to pretend like they sleep. Oh shit. Gee. Holy shit. African rappers, golly, man. African rappers.
Let's put that down, okay?
Huh?
I'm Officer Cornelison. Let's go ahead and put that down, okay?
What y'all talking about?
Set the rest of your clothes down. I'm going to talk to you over here, okay?
Okay. Ain't nothing on me.
Okay.
Everything fell. Like these
What
are
do-
mine.
what
I'm
do
just gonna check out the. What shirt?
The shirt that you just lifted up.
What shirt? What are you talking about? These?
You're padded right here.
Yeah, that's because I wasn't gonna steal nothing, sir. I promise you I wasn't.
Let's put it all down and let's go talk over here, okay?
Okay, let's go. Sorry, I wasn't gonna steal nothing.
Okay.
I was.
Come on out here. Let's come talk.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
Please, y'all. They're
All right.
boring. Y'all don't want to steal.
Okay.
I know. I'm gonna go.
But I've already asked you twice. It's okay, so let's just leave what we got and let's go talk over here, okay? Is there anything else on you?
No.
There's a.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was gonna say, I promise you. That's why I ain't went out doing it. Like I was so scared. That's why I was asking, like I was looking for a phone because I was like,
Anything else?
Let's see. I said I was gonna suggest from the I thought we
What? Over here.
I thought I was going to just come take everything out.
Hey. Your left butt.
I want to go out to the store with you. I'm fucking just working. Then I got 4 kids, y'all. I can't even feel it, y'all.
Oh man. Take the $5 challenge, man. The post says this retard has 4 kids. They are outbreeding us. We must stop funding their existence. That is an interesting thing, though. That is a note. Like, everyone talks about the low European birth rate, right? The just across the board in all European nations, from America to Great Britain to everywhere where white people are at, the birth rates are plummeting. And the Muslims are having a bunch of babies. The blacks are having a bunch of babies. The hombredos having a bunch of babies. But no one ever talks about this. The fact that white people fund all of that shit. The reason all these brown and black people can have babies is because white people give them money. White people give them money and resources, welfare, food stamps, social services. So not only are white people not having a lot of babies, but they're paying other people to have them. That's absolutely positively insane. I never thought about it like that till now. Y'all are literally paying niggas to have babies. And on burritos to come here and have babies.
Let's put that down, okay?
Huh?
I'm Officer Cornelison. Let's go ahead and put that down, okay?
What y'all talking about?
Sofia Vergara. Oh, shit. A white man gets out of his car to check what was thrown at it. He gets beaten and robbed by 20 or so blacks. Why would he get out of his car to see what was thrown at it? Why wouldn't he just keep going? Why wouldn't he just keep going? Why would he get out of his car to see what was thrown at it? That's fucking retarded. Who that's Lil Durk baby mother?
I'm recording. I'm gonna get off my double chin. Dang.
That nigga, he gonna have Jordans. He gonna have this. This how you get Jordans, PlayStation, Gucci belt. This how you stay fresh, man. This how you stay fresh and you keep a roof over your head.
I'm recording. I'm gonna get off my double chin. Dang.
That's the most attention she ever got in her life. Nah, he probably just came home from prison. A lot of the women who look like this, they'll meet the guys in prison. They'll go visit guys in prison. It's a big thing with fat white women to go visit niggas in prison and start a relationship with them And then when the Sun Man come home, he have a landing spot. And he'll hang out with her for a little bit until he finds somebody better, and then he'll just ditch her. But it's worth it to these type of women. They get to have a fucking, a nice looking black guy for a little bit.
The fall.
Breaking news: the U.S. Army just admitted that they secretly sprayed a predominantly black neighborhood in St. Louis with a chemical fog containing a known carcinogen to simulate a biological attack under the control of Democrats. Residents are now reportedly dying of cancer, and they allege that the government is still hiding documents. All right, whatever.
Hey, why you didn't come home last night?
What do you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean? I didn't
You
come
stayed out
home?
you stayed out all night. Why you didn't come home?
What you
You laughing? What's funny?
I'm confused. We don't live together.
I'm confused too. Why you didn't come home last night? That's all I'm asking.
Because I was out.
So you gonna come home tonight? Cause 2 nights in a row ain't gonna work for me. Bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done. If you don't come home tonight, I'm done.
Oh wow. I didn't know we had a house together. Maybe I'm in another world.
Right. Right. I'm trying to figure this out. This ain't making sense. Hey, what's your name? Unless you got a twin.
Kiera.
Yeah, Kiera. Why you wasn't there last night? What happened?
Oh my God. What that?
Make sure you still got my number, because I think I don't know what you're doing right now. This is crazy.
That's a that's a smooth game, That's a smooth game. She liked it. She liked it. She liked it.
Yeah, that's that monster, that's that problem, baby. When you get it, it gon' drive you crazy. When wide and violent, maintain it. Bitch, I told you that on shit. Well, no, I That's my decision for your information. Bitch, I told you that I'm educated. Yeah, that's that monster, that's that problem, baby. When you get it, it gon' drive you crazy. When wide and violent, maintain it. Bitch, I told you that on shit. Well, no, Bitch, I kill you with no hesitation. What they thinking is a revelation.
Do I know you, bro? Like, what's up?
I held the door for you. And what you did was you went out the other door.
Yeah.
So you ruined my fucking day. I had a good day going.
Yeah, it's not
Karma's a
that serious.
bitch. And she's coming for you.
All right, bro.
You piece of shit.
How's this guy following me? Yo, what is wrong with you, bro?
Nothing.
There's some weird people, man. Yeah, man, there's some weird people out here, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. There's some weird people out here. Support the channel, man. Let me. There's some weird people out here. Some very weird people out here. Wow, Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden. He deserves an Oscar for that, man. He deserves an Oscar for that. John Madden is the man, yo. He deserves an Oscar for playing John Madden. Wow. That is absolutely amazing. Shout out to Nicolas Cage, man. Yeah, I want to see that. I love John Madden, man. The American hero, man. I love John Madden. I love John Madden.
Just got called a black monkey on the streets here in Poland. I was standing on the sidewalk putting my scooter up. This old white lady shoulder checks me with her fucking grocery bags. And then I'm like, what's your fucking problem? And she turns around and calls me a black monkey. For all the white people out there that want to live in this fucking fairy tale world that we're all fucking equal and that everything's fucking kumbaya, there is no place in the world that we can go as dark-skinned people and be treated equally to white people. Either you're quiet about the hatred or you're out like she was and you're saying some racist ass shit to us on the street. If you ask any group of white people in any fucking country across the fucking world and they were honest and you said, do you want to be treated how black people are treated in your society? They would all say fucking no because they know that we're not fucking equal. Luckily, I have my man with me and he's Polish and he told her off in Polish, but I said some stuff in English too because you know how I feel about it. Die tonight. Don't wait. Die today. The craziest part of racism to me is that the people who are enemies of the sun who burn by being outside for more than 1 hour want to tell me that I'm lesser than them. This lady looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy got a bot sex change and she wants to talk about me. I'm getting tired of this shit. It's always the white people with skin like aluminum foil that want to say something about me. Maybe you want to whoop my ass because the sun's whooping yours. Mind your fucking business. Just got caught.
He taking it up from the ass from a white guy. That's all I heard. He taking it in the ass from a white guy.
Do you want to be treated how black people are treated in your society? They would all say fucking no because they know that we're not fucking equal. Luckily, I have my man with me and he's Polish and he told her off in Polish, but I said some stuff in English too because you know society, they would all say fucking no because they know that we're not fucking equal. Luckily, I have my man with me and he's Polish and he told her off in Polish, but I said some stuff in English fucking equal. Luckily, I have my man with me and he's Polish and he told her off in Polish, but I said some stuff in English too because you know how I.
Yeah, you a white dude blowing your back out and you complain about a white lady shoulder checking you. Think about it. It's a white dude that's blowing his back out. A white dude is literally going up in him, in his guts. He crying about some white woman that shoulder checked him. That probably never even happened. Probably lying. You need to be complaining about that white dude getting up in your guts.
Luckily, I have my man with me and he's Polish and he told her off in Polish, but I said some stuff in English too because you know how I feel about it.
Jesus Christ.
This bitch gonna pop this bitch.
Oh shit. This bitch. Oh shit. Yo, this is the mayor of Minneapolis, man. It leaves you speechless, man. It really does. It leaves you speechless. It leaves you speechless. Can't like come get me, man.
Yeah. On it. Boys, about time, taking over West Drayton.
This is embarrassing, isn't it? Tell me this isn't embarrassing. What's going on, man? This is embarrassing, man.
So, my boy was at the parade. When he was around, he didn't hear no gunshots. So, he was lucky, I guess. I don't do them shits no more.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I used to go to shit like that, too.
Real quick, I gotta give props to this son, man. It's a good Samaritan. I put it on the back chat. It's a good story. Some man did a good Samaritan deed.
Okay. This protest in England is embarrassing. Look at these feeble ass white people.
Yeah, Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
late. It's too late.
Yeah. It's
And
like,
you know,
yo,
they started that transgender shit, like all that shit. They started that
yeah.
shit.
These white people are they don't know how lame they are. Look how lame they look. This is all you got. This is all you got, white people. Jeez, it's embarrassing. Um, take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, guys. You can support the channel. It's very easy. Very easy to support the channel if you're enjoying the show. If you enjoy the show every night, support the channel. You know, support the channel. Don't shortchange me, man. I don't shortchange y'all. Support the channel. We lucky if we ever get a 20 or a 50. We're like the only channel that like is lucky to ever get a 20 or 50 on the board. At least hit the $5 challenge. At least hit the $5 challenge. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. You said you put it in the back chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Let me see. Let's see.
Now to one of the men who rushed to the rescue to stop a lone gunman from committing a mass shooting at a church. It's a story you'll see only here on 7. The incident happened outside the Cross Point Community Church in Wayne on Sunday. This week, we have been bringing you stories of heroes who helped keep countless lives safe on that day. And tonight, I'm sharing the story of Deacon Richard Pryor, revealing to me what was running through his head when he hit the gunman with his truck and how his faith was involved in that moment.
My wife was in this room just on the other side of these windows here.
Outside Cross Point Community Church in Wayne, Deacon Richard Pryor is opening up for the first time about making a split-second decision to run over a gunman with his pickup truck.
As soon as he got out of the vehicle, I saw the fatigues, I saw the gun on his hip, and then he pulled his weapon out of the vehicle.
He says his first memory of an attempted mass shooting on Sunday is of an eerie conversation he had with him before the gunman started firing.
Kind of pulled up and I asked him, I said, "Hey, boss." I said, "Hey, boss, are you okay? Everything all right?" And he doesn't say anything. He doesn't respond. It's not a smile. It's not a smirk. He just kind of looks at me.
Seconds later, with no prior police or military training, Pryor says he felt a calling to jump into action, flooring the gas, running over the shooter, who would eventually fire numerous rounds on Sunday.
You recall the feeling you had that if you didn't intervene right then and there, people were going to die?
I knew, but I didn't know.
That action temporarily stopping the shooter, who responded by shooting into Richard's truck. Moments later, he was killed by a security guard.
I've realized how much damage he came to do, especially after the fact. And generations of families were in this church.
Although another guard was wounded, Pryor says he is thankful more people were not hurt, or worse yet, killed.
I'm not a hero. My heroes are Jay and John and security staff that eliminated this man.
As a result of this violent scene, Pryor's truck was destroyed, a vehicle he used to deliver bread for his day job. Thankfully, this GoFundMe page has now surpassed $25,000 to help get a replacement.
What does it mean to you to see folks helping out in this interim?
I can't be more than appreciative for everyone reaching out.
As for this incredible act of bravery, the humble hero is just asking others to stay vigilant, as he did while talking to 911.
I never considered my health in that moment.
Do you believe everything in your life led you to this point for a reason?
I definitely do now.
Pryor is adamant that he is not a hero, but many people feel that's exactly the title he has earned.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
I know we say if you see something, say something, but you really never know how you're going to react in that moment. So how is he still processing everything that he's gone through? Because he could have been killed.
Exactly. He's acknowledged that now. He said at the time he didn't really have time to think about what might happen, but he's taken it all in now, and it is taking him some time to sort of work through this because it's something that no one expects to happen, but he was prepared.
Prepared, and thank goodness that, like he said, no one was killed, and thank goodness so many people stepped up, so he has a truck, a new truck, so he can keep working.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
Wow, that was a good story.
Yeah, some men don't get a lot of good stories, so let's give them some props. You know, that was good.
Yeah, I'm giving him props. That was a good story. He was a good brother. He was a solid son, man. I'll give him that. He wasn't a ninja, man. He was a solid son, man. You know, shout out to him, man. Salute, shout out to him. Shout out to that guy, man. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, brother. Let's see what else is going on out here. Jeez.
What you think? What you think? What you think? Trump gonna do with Chicago after this embarrassment number?
I think he's gonna go in, man. He's gonna go into Chicago. He's gonna go in, man. This weekend gave him the green light. He's gonna roast him. Tomorrow he's gonna flame that ass. He is going to flame them. And he's gonna use that as an impetus to go in. Yeah, you can't have a weekend like that. That's why I say it was a nightmare scenario for Chicago. Because it was the worst thing possible. Like you can't. Now all your crime is down, because crime is down don't work now because it's up. It's up after this weekend. So like you can't, you ain't got nothing to stand on, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a nightmare scenario for Brandon Johnson in Chicago, man. And the people gonna turn on him too. The people gonna be like, yeah, come on. The people gonna start clamoring for it, man. Yeah, this is a nightmare scenario, man. This is the worst possible thing that could have happened.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says immigration enforcement operations will expand in Chicago. She joined CBS's Face the Nation yesterday to talk more about sending additional resources to that city.
Well, we've already had ongoing operations with ICE in Chicago.
So yeah, they
and throughout
coming.
Illinois.
They coming. They coming.
I just got a new tenant in my apartment. He worked for ICE.
Oh, he works for ICE?
Yeah, he moving in like in 2 or 3 days. So we were talking about that shit. I was like, man, it's crazy. Cause I work with the burritos and the bars and stuff, and we just talking. It was hilarious.
Tell him I said thank you for your service, man.
For real. And I think his mom hooked him up because his mom works for it. Or like she's in the desk part.
Yeah, man. Salute to him, man.
4:30, more than 50 people shot and 7 killed across Chicago so far this holiday weekend. Now, the violence is rising as conversations have been heating up about President Trump's preparation to possibly deploy the National Guard. CBS News Chicago investigator Tara Molina live for us at CPD headquarters. Tara, you found out that this weekend was, in fact, much more violent than it has been this time in previous years.
That's right, Marie. Significantly more violent, nearly double the shootings this holiday weekend than we tracked the last holiday weekend. And all of this as Chicago is under a very strong national spotlight. I asked police about that. You're looking at the scene of a mass shooting in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood early this morning, where police tell us 5 people between 17 and 36 years old were hurt. recovering 4 guns from the scene. Investigators are still looking into what happened. It's the 3rd mass shooting we've told you about this holiday weekend, with 7 people shot Saturday on South State Street, 2 women and 5 men hurt.
Did you
Police say
notice
a
that?
shooter opened fire on a crowd from a car.
Now what?
And Sunday in Humboldt Park, 4 hurt in a drive-by shooting on West Haddon.
What'd you say?
What they said the 3rd that we've reported on, like the 3rd we've told you about. So they're admitting that they're not even telling you about all of them.
I know it's 30 shooting incidents like that this week. I mean, it's very hard to like come out because he's gonna have to. The Bears gonna have to address this. Okay, he's gonna have to get out in front of this.
Blame it on Whitey.
Of course he is. He's gonna blame it on lack of resources. We need more money. No, fuck no. You're not getting more money. No, fuck no. You're sending these troops in. More money? You fucking kidding me? Fucking nut. These people are crazy, man. And listen, I really do believe that it's these trauma centers that are keeping these motherfuckers alive, because motherfuckers get shot.
A lot of money to be made.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is that people getting shot the same way they get shot. Like when the Sun Man pull out a gun and shoot you, you got shot. Less people are dying now. The same amount of people are getting shot. So it's like the only thing I can think of is that
What's that kid doing in here? Is he okay? Whose patient is this? Mine.
This kid has a head injury.
You may have just watched the new CBS drama Code Black, but just how true to life is the series? CBS 2's Suzette Leningo spent an evening in one of the busiest emergency rooms in the Chicago area to see what it's like firsthand in this original report.
It's worse.
What's your name, sir? A gunshot victim.
Turning to the left on 1, 2, 3.
A stabbing.
52-year-old got stabbed in the back.
Is breathing okay? Yeah. Take the mask off, sit him up, and get him up like this.
2 years old.
In a car crash.
Sir, can you wiggle your toes for us?
Trauma surgeon Dr. Thomas Cardellano calls this a typical day at
not a lot of DEI in this fucking trauma center.
work.
For someone who doesn't do this for a living and doesn't understand what we do sometimes, what we see, the facts are way stranger than fiction.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Do you have any medical problems? Your blood pressure is real high.
Things move very quickly. There's a lot of things going on, but it's kind of an organized chaos.
Advocate Christ Medical Center right here in Oaklawn has one of the busiest ERs in the Midwest. Last year alone, more than 100,000 people came through these doors. The hospital actually sees more emergency cases, such as heart attacks or strokes, than traumas. What brought you in here tonight?
I was having problems trying to breathe.
Time is a problem when it comes to patients waiting to be seen in the ER.
X-ray.
At one point, you had about 28 people in the waiting room with the average wait 6 hours.
It's it's frustrating because we constantly feel like we're running in place but getting nowhere because we just can't staff the volume that's coming through our door.
During Code Black, it feels like the place is gonna blow up at the seams.
Long ER waits are one of the realities shown in the documentary Code Black, which inspired the new CBS series. Nurse Cheryl Hickey saw the documentary.
It is a reality that emergency departments are overcrowded. It is a reality that emergency departments do end up going on diversion due to overcrowding.
While Advocate Christ Medical Center sees all patients who walk or drive to the hospital for an emergency, ambulances are diverted to other hospitals when the ER is at capacity, unless a person has a life-threatening situation.
It breaks your heart because they need us and we need to be there for them.
I want you to tell me if you have any pain where we press, okay?
Sometimes we are that last hand that they hold, that last voice that they hear. And That is something that stays with you forever. And we know that that's a gift.
Hickey says that's real life in the ER. Suzanne Lemonnier, CBS 2 News.
The ER at Advocate Christ Medical Center was built to accommodate 55,000 patients a year. The current ER expansion, to be completed in 5 years, will allow more than 120,000 patients to be treated each year.
Shootings here in Chicago.
How'd they get it
is on
so
the rise.
wrong?
Certain hospitals are just getting overloaded.
Man, we won't continue to cover this though, man. Tomorrow, man, see what's going on. What's going on with Trump and Brandon? I think tomorrow gonna be a big day. That's gonna because Brandon Johnson got to get out in front of this. He can't just hide. And Trump's gonna come and say something about this. Kristi Noem's gonna say something about this. A lot of Republican talkers here is gonna talk about the weekend in Chicago. And I think that's going to be a big story this week, the weekend in Chicago. All those protests, these white people protesting in all these countries, it's way too late. You guys are fucking idiots. You look crazy. Go in the house and just fucking find something to do. Any final thoughts, guys?
Thanks, up.
Thanks.
Salute, man. Salute to everybody supporting the channel. Everybody that shared this on social media, man. Same black time, same black channel. Oh,